Hey friends, you've got the Charred Cedar Old Fashioned Kit using Woodford Reserve. This cocktail sort of helped launch my career. When I was 21 working down at Osmond and Dundas, I came up with the Charred Cedar Manhattan. But I came up with, shamefully ripped it off somebody who was doing it for $25 more than I was willing to. We'll use cedar as our main ingredient. We've packed it in staves for you that we've already broken down. And the first step is going to be infusing your bottle. Got about the same amount of volume of whiskey you have in your kit there. Drop 2 staves in the bottle, and now you need to wait somewhere between 4 to 6 days to get the maximum flavor. So it's been a week. You've let your Woodford Reserve infuse with that Cedar staves. We're gonna make the drink now. First step, take a sugar cube and a mixing glass or a spare glass that you could mix in, and your bitters. You want to try to coat that sugar cube in bitters, just enough you saturate the cube. Now, sugar does not always do the best job diluting in alcohol, so some soda or just the slightest splash of water. Don't worry, this drink really does well with some dilution. That'll help with the sugars dilute. And now I'm going to muddle it. Give it a quick stir until that water comes together. The sucrose breaks down. You start to make a really aluminy syrup. Now we're going to use 2 ounces of our cedar infused Woodford Reserve. We're going to pack this glass full of ice. Before we start stirring, this is an old trick. Like Palo Santo, you want to get that spare cedar stave, just like that. Now while you're stirring it, that smoke the residues will sit on the inside of the glass and give it like a particularly charred, smoky flavor. The biggest mistake people make at home when they're making cocktails, particularly stirred cocktails, is they don't have to spend enough time diluting the drink. My recommendation is that for the ABV on the bottle is a number of rotations. So we're sitting at about 42% here, so we need about 40 stirs. It really helps all the elements come together, make that whiskey ring like a bell. Now we're going to pack this glass full of ice. This drink doesn't need an orange zest. You're welcome to use it, but I think the orange just muddles the awesome charred wood aromas. Enjoy. That's the Charred Cedar Old Fashioned.